This past weekend, I was in Lake Placid, New York for my little brother's hockey tournament. One of the players in the tournament had experienced a concussion. A concussion is a bruise to the brain. When you have a concussion, you may have a brief loss of consciousness, unsteady gait, headache, or confusion. Concussion-based injuries are on the rise in every sport, but especially hockey. In the NHL 2011-2012 season, there was 118 concussions reported. On average, this is a concussion every night a game is played. From the 2010 to 2011 season, there was an 18% increase in concussions. With all the concussions occurring, there are actions being taken to help prevent them from happening. The equipment and the changing of the rules. The helmet is the main focus. The makers of hockey helmets are starting to put memory foam and energy dispersing plastic in them. Another major improvement is the suspended tech liner. The suspended tech liner is used so if a player gets hit in the side of the head, the helmet takes the brunt of the force. This allows the helmet to move freely, but the head to stay stationary. Another piece of equipment is the shoulder pads. When giving a check in hockey, you usually lead with your shoulder. This causes problems because the shoulder pads are used to protect a player but can end up injuring another. There have been cases where the player that is initiating contact goes to hit their opponent and ends up hitting them in the head, causing a concussion. The next thing that can help prevent concussions are the rules. The NHL is attempting to lower the amount of injuries. They are doing this by rule number 48. Rule 48 was created to review the questionable hits, the intent to injure, and the punishment the player receives. Any hit that is questionable is reviewed by Brendan Shanahan. He is the judge and gives out the punishments, whether the player receives a fine or a suspension. The rules are also being changed for lower level age groups. USA Hockey is in the act of protecting the youth against concussions. They have changed the age of hitting from Pee-wee, which consists of 11 to 12-year-olds, to Bantam, which consists of 13 to 14-year-olds. This means that they will have to wait, the Pee-wees will have to wait another year till they are Bantams to be allowed to legally check. Here are some pictures of what can happen when you get hit. In this picture, Mike Richards is making a hit on defenseless David Booth. This is a problem because the initial point of contact is to Booth's head. This injury caused Booth to be out for about 4 months. Booth did not get a fine or suspension for this hit. In the next picture, you can see Pittsburgh Penguin Matt Cook making contact to Mark Savard's head. This is the first of 2 concussions. After recovering from the first, he received another that ended his career. In conclusion, hockey can be a very fun sport for kids to play, but can also come with many risks. As you've heard throughout this speech, there are many things that can be done to help prevent concussions. One is the researching of better ways to protect the players by the helmet and the shoulder pads, and another is the changing of the rules to keep the players safe on ice. Pittsburgh Penguins player Sidney Crosby has suffered many concussions. After recovering from one of his concussions, he said, "I'm definitely looking forward to getting on the ice every day and meeting the guys out there. The concussion kept him away from the game he loved for a while."